So that was a lot of talking about packages, modules, and why this must be named main. But these are crucial fundamentals which you must understand. However, this package is not the only thing that's named main. We also have this func thing here, which is named main. And this also must be named main. This is a so-called function, a block of code that can be executed by calling that function, and we'll get back to the idea of functions later again. And it is a function that must be named main because Go will call and execute that function, and therefore the code in that function, when the program starts. And just as the package must be named main so that Go knows where our application starts, at which files it should take a look, this function must be named main so that Go knows which code to execute when the application starts. Unlike other languages, like for example JavaScript, Go doesn't simply start at the top of some file and then execute it from top to bottom, so that you could, for example, have your code directly in the file like this. Instead, the main application code, like this, must be wrapped into such a function. You are allowed and actually forced to have this package and this import instruction in this file like this, not wrapped into a function. And as you will see later, there also are a couple of other things that can be outside of a function, but most of your code must be in functions like this, and you must have such a main function therefore, so that Go knows where your program starts and which code should be executed first. Therefore, you must also only have one main function. If you had a second Go file, which also belongs to the main package, which is allowed, that file must not contain another main function, because now we would have two main functions across two files that belong to the same package. And therefore, thankfully, I'm indeed getting an error here by that Go extension, which tells me that main is redeclared in this block, so that we basically declared it more than once in these two files here. And that's not allowed because there must be exactly one main function, not two. And this main function is therefore the other key component you'll find in any Go program that should be executable. If you're just building a third-party library that exposes some utility functions, so if you're building a package like this FMT package here, you don't need to have such a main function. If you take a look at the index of functions that are included in this package, you won't find a main function here. But the reason for that is that this package is not intended to be executed as a program. Instead, you just import it into another application, into another Go module, into another Go project, so that you can use functions from that package, in your program. But if you're building a program that should be executable, you need such a main function in such a main package.